Day 30. Finally there. I was thinking all day today what my 30th video might be about. I thought maybe I could do one more step on the 48 horsepower go-kart. Something boring, like talk about how to get titles for untitled vehicles in Michigan, but then I remembered one very important thing about working in the garage. Sometimes, when you're done working, it's nice to just sit back, have a beer, look over everything you did, especially if you did a bad job. Maybe you didn't get as many subscribers as didn't get the bike running or whatever you were working on that day. So I thought maybe a good idea for the last episode of 30 Days in the Garage, the 30th day. A good idea might be just to reflect. Sit back, have a beer, think about what I've learned and what's ahead. First, celebrate. Candle sucks. Covered my cupcake in wax. Well, what did we learn? I think one thing I learned is that giving yourself such a small amount of time to make something, like one day, really kind of puts a limit on the amount of creativity you have. Especially because I only have a couple extra hours every day, and I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep the last, towards the second half, because I was making videos at 9 at night, trying to upload them before midnight. Some of them, the quality kind of passed away. I also learned it's a lot easier to make YouTube videos than I thought it was. It kind of forces you to just go out and do it when you have such a small time limit, and I think I'm such a perfectionist that it's taken me this long to come up with a YouTube channel, because I've been making videos and working on motorcycles for 15 years at least. And I've always wanted to have a fun YouTube channel, but I've always just been stuck in my head, analysis is paralysis. But doing a video every day for 30 days really taught me that it's not as hard as you think it is before you start. Once you start, you kind of get some momentum going, and you realize that things sort of fall together over time, and you address each individual step as it comes up. But what happens with me, and what happens generally with analysis is paralysis, is you try to go through all the steps at once in your head, and then you never end up doing anything because you can't do it all at once. So that was pretty cool. There were some videos where I was done with them and it took me 3 or 4 hours, which was pretty typical for all the videos. And I was actually pretty impressed with what I had done in such a short amount of time. And I think that's what usually happens when you think about something for a long time and then you finally do it, is you realize it didn't really take you very long. So that was a cool part of 30 videos in 30 days. Another thing I really liked was that I got that XS500 running. That thing was sitting in my driveway for 6 months. And if I think back on how much actual time it took me to get it going, aside from waiting for parts, maybe 8 hours of work, maybe. Including getting the title from the Secretary of State. I wasn't sure if that thing was ever gonna run, but that's because I'd never actually tried to fix it yet. And it was nice to have a reason to come out here every day and just do something, even if it was a small step, because you guys saw it, all those small steps added up, which is cool. It's the same thing with the YZ motor for the 48 horsepower go-kart. It sat in my shed, it's been in my shed for about a year now. And I've always just, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, the motor's blown. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I figured out what to do in 2 hours. I just took it apart and looked at it. It's not that hard. And the tilting forklift thingy, the fork tilter. That took me 15 minutes to put that thing back together. All I had to do was go on Amazon and order the thing. One of the best parts of 30 Days in the Garage was the productivity that came with it. And it was just like, I have to do something today. What am I gonna do? And then I would pick something, and then I would do it, and it would be done. I got more done in the last 30 days than I did in the last 6 months. Really, in the garage, it was only hour and a half to 2 hours a day. The rest of the time was editing, but if you're not filming everything, you can have a whole lot more time just to mess around and get things done. One thing I learned is I spent way too much time fixing the window on my van, but that had to be done. Couldn't drive my kid around in a van full of busted glass and then was also soaking wet after every rain. So, it's just, sometimes, sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it's just like that. The elephant in the room here is also that we didn't get to 1,000 subscribers yet. I have a few theories as to why that is. First of all, nobody's really interested in van windows. Second of all, YouTube algorithm. Who knows how that guy works? It was showing my videos to like 11,000 people like last week, and then this week it's showing my videos to like 500 people a day. So, So what do we have to look forward to now that 30 days is over? Well, 48 horsepower go-kart's a big one. I'm not gonna film every day. I mean, I'm gonna film every time I work on it, but I'm not gonna make every day into a video because I think it'd be nicer for you guys to see bigger chunks of the project getting done all at once. Maybe there'll be longer videos, but they'll be more entertaining the whole time. So it'll be more detailed throughout rather than just like focusing on one thing for 10 minutes. And I have to get that go-kart done because I want to take it up north this fall. So within the next 2 months. Aside from the go-kart, there will always be projects churning in and out of this garage. I have a 1940s Sears Craftsman lathe that I want to put together. I might actually need that for go-kart parts. And then obviously there's the Yamaha Virago 535 that we didn't get to. That needs a lot of work, but I did get the title for that. So it might be worth putting the work into, and maybe I could sell it for some money. We'll see. And there's the Goldwing, and then I'm always buying motorcycles here and there, taking on projects, different stuff. I might take on some quads this winter time. It's always more fun to work on stuff you can actually ride when you're done. So I work on motorcycles a little bit in the winter, but I've mostly, in the past few winters, been working on four-wheelers and things I can experience the satisfaction of having fixed them by taking them out for a ride. I'm a big experience guy. Like I want to feel what it's like to have conquered the machine or just fixed it. Not conquered, but got it working and then riding it. Yeah. I'm not drinking alone, really. I'm drinking with all my subscribers. Cheers, you guys. My 1,000 plus subscribers. No, I'm not delusional. I'm 100% lusional, okay? I knew we only have like 180 something subscribers right now. But, 1,000 subscribers may have been a lofty goal, and it's important to remember that you gotta set those lofty goals and then try as hard as you can. And when you don't get there, you reevaluate the situation with your new experience. And now I know, well, shoot, 100,000 or 1,000 subscribers was a lot. That's not to say that the channel didn't grow, because in the last 30 days, the channel has grown by 50%. I had about 120 something when I started. I got 60 plus more subscribers. So that's not nothing. It's pretty good. I didn't understand how much work it was going to be to get to 1,000 subscribers. I also didn't plan on spending so much heckin' time working on the van window, and I know nobody really wanted to see that, but that's what I was doing that day. So, life gets in the way, Kids and family and cars and mortgage payment and church, dog. Just picture yourself right here. We're friends, hanging out. This is your beer. Hey man, thanks for coming, or woman. Appreciate you being here, It's nice to be in the garage with somebody else, not all by myself. Here's to you. May you always hit the subscribe and smash that comments button. And will you always please keep watching. Cheers. I'm going to be really busy this month with work, so the videos will be not every day, hopefully every week. But I'll be back. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Happy 30 days. We made it. See you next time. Cheers.